everyone, it's Tutorials by Noyonima, and I'm very sorry because it has been a long time since I've uploaded my last video, but you know how stressful school years can be, and I was extremely busy, which is why I couldn't upload a new video. But no worries, because today I'm back and I will be showing you how to make this super cute birthday card, which is appropriate for all ages. This kind of card is viral and is all over the internet, but today I will be showing you my method of making this card. So now let's begin. To make this card, you will need 2 pieces of colored paper. One will be the base of the card and the other one will be the cake. Then you will need a ruler, some scissors, and a glue stick. Now this is optional, but if you want to make the frosting for your cake, then you will need a sheet of paper of your choice, and to make the candle, 2 sheets of paper according to your liking. Our first step is to cut out rectangles from the paper that we want our cake to be made of. First, we will cut out 2 rectangles, and each of them will be 6 centimeters wide and 12 centimeters long. Then we will cut out another rectangle, and that will be 8 centimeters wide and 11 centimeters long. And lastly, we will cut out another narrow rectangle that will be 4 centimeters wide and 10 centimeters long. Now for the base, we will trim the paper to be 14 centimeters wide and 26 centimeters long. We will start making the cake first, and for that we will fold the 8 centimeters into 11 centimeters rectangle in half. After that, we will draw a diagonal line from the top, left and right corners towards the center line that we have just marked by folding. After that, take your scissors and cut along those diagonal lines. Now take your 4 centimeters into 10 centimeters rectangle and fold it in half. Now take your ruler and mark 1 centimeter from the leftmost and the rightmost sides. Then draw a line from top to bottom. Once you have drawn the lines, fold along them on both sides. Leaving that aside, grab one of your 12 centimeters into 6 centimeters rectangles and mark 1 centimeter from the top and bottom. Just to make filming easier, I've rotated the piece of paper, but don't get confused because you will only mark 1 centimeter from the top and the bottom, but not from the sides. Then draw a line through those points. Once you've drawn the lines, it should look something like this. Now fold along them just like we had for the previous rectangle. Now repeat it for the other remaining rectangle. Now all in all, this is what you should have for each of the rectangles. Now take one of your 6 into 12 centimeter rectangles and apply glue onto one of the folded flaps. Following that, grab your triangle and place it on the flap, making sure that the side of the triangle touches the crease of the folded flap, just like this. Now take your scissors and cut off the extra bit of the flap that is sticking out. Then trim the end so that it matches with the length of the triangle. Now before we repeat the same thing on the other side, right before applying the glue on the flap of the other rectangle, make sure to cut the front end of the flap at an angle so that it sticks to the triangle better. Now you can continue to repeat the same thing on the other side. Also, don't forget to trim the end of the rectangle. After cutting and pasting, you should have something similar to this. You will notice that when you turn the cake over, the 2 flaps at the tip of the cake collide with each other. To fix that problem, take your scissors and cut the front end of the 2 flaps at an angle, and this should be the solution to this problem. Take your 4 centimeter into 10 centimeter rectangle and apply glue onto the sides. Then stick those flaps at the back of the cake in order to conceal the hollowness. Now that we're done creating our cake, we'll start working with our base. Just fold the base of your card in half and leave it aside for now. Now start applying glue onto the flaps that are under the cake. Then stick your cake right in the center of the cake, making sure to align the center crease of the cake with the center line of the card. Now fold it and see how it works out. Now it's time to make the frosting, but it is definitely optional. However, I would suggest you to make the frosting as it makes the cake more realistic. You can use any type of paper you want. I didn't have pattern paper, which is why I drew sprinkles on the paper with my pens and markers. This is a great life hack. Now for the frosting, trace the top of your cake onto the paper, then add designs of some sort of a cut around the triangle, making it at least 2 to 3 centimeters wide. Remember that you won't have to make a design at the back of the cake, so feel free to leave it as it is. Once you're done drawing, cut that piece out and place it on the cake with glue. You might have to make some alterations before sticking it with glue, and I recommend you to do that. Then for the frosting, in between the cake layers, cut out a long strip of paper that has some sort of a cut at the end. I chose to do a wavy cut so that it looks like the frosting is dripping from the cake. Glue that strip down and cut out the excess if necessary. You can definitely stop here right now, but if you want to knock it up another level, you can make the candle that I'm showing you here. To make the candle, measure out the width of your candle and double it. Mark the double measure onto the paper of your choice. For example, I wanted my candle to be 1 centimeter, but then since we want 2 candles attached together, we would double that measure and I would have 2 centimeters in total. So now for the height, measure out the desired height of your candle and add 1 centimeter to it. Now mark the new height onto the paper and cut that final rectangle out. Now fold the extra 1 centimeter inward and using the scissors, cut that part in half. Then cut each of the flaps at an angle, just like the video shows. To recreate the flame on a candle, fold a piece of paper in half and draw a teardrop on it, making sure that a little bit of the teardrop touches the folded part of the paper. Then extend the box underneath and cut along the shape that you have just made with the box. Then glue the box of the flame onto the candle and voila, you're done. Once you're done with the candle, glue the flaps onto the cake along the center line and let the whole card dry so that it turns hard. The next thing you know is that you're done with the card. This is it! This is how you can make this awesome card. What I really love about this card is that it is not as complicated as it looks, and once you get the hang of it, it will literally take you a few minutes to make. Nonetheless, I hope you liked this tutorial, and if you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye!